just on the squad ahead of the weekend. You've had a bit of a curse of the hamstrings recently. How's everyone getting on? Danny Powell, Sean McWilliams obviously coming back in junior.
Well, obviously Sean is there or thereabouts, as you know. Got a bit of a knock on Saturday actually when he's come on, so he hasn't trained with the group today, so we're going to have to monitor him. Junior obviously was a big disappointment for us. He's going to be out for a little while, but he's well into his rehab now, but that could be quite some time because it was a very bad injury. I think that, you know, in regards to Junior, you know, he missed a big part of pre-season. So he's doing his rehab in pre-season, and then we're sort of catching him up really, or getting him to catch up, as in during the beginning of the season once we come back from Spain, and getting him working to a level where we can get his fitness levels up, and we did that. You know, the scary thing is in that game, in the Cambridge game, was it the Cambridge game or the Tranmere game that he scores his goal? He was coming off 5 minutes before. I thought that, you know, he was just starting to look a bit tired, and I thought I'll bring him off, and then he scores, and you think, well, okay, well, I've got to give him 5 minutes more, and I give him 5 minutes more, and he gets injured, so I blame myself for that. And but again, if I took him off, would we have scored? So it's a little bit of one of those situations. Powley, you know, he had a niggle from Spain. Come back, he's been fine, but I always say, and we've had this conversation with the coaching staff and the medical staff, that you get one hamstring and you go, right, okay, that can happen. You get two and you think, hold on a minute, and then when you get the third one, you kind of go, I then look at myself and I go, right, is it something that we're doing in training? Now I have to look and go, well, am I working the boys too hard? You know, we are working hard, and they do a lot of work, but I think we need it, and we've got to be fit, and we've got to be ready, and we've got to be organised. So we have to put the work in. So just speaking to the medical staff and the sports science team really, and you know, going through the data every day, and you know, the GPS data to make sure that we're covering the right amount of distance, and we know how many. For example, we know about accelerations and decelerations on certain days, and high-speed running, and this, that, and the other. So it's something that's is not being no stones being left unturned. But when I go through everything, and the medical staff and the sports science team are hurting because we've had these injuries, and you know, I've worked this way, the way that I'm working now for 14, 15 years, and I've never had 3 hamstring injuries or 3 muscle injuries like that, like we've had now. But listen, every player's different and what have you, so we assess everything, we look at everything, and we look at what we're doing, and we just make sure that we're on top of the numbers, and the boys are doing the right things at the right time. Obviously, the thing is that there also becomes a personal responsibility with a footballer. You know, we only have them for sort of 4 or 5 hours a day, so we're not in control of what they're doing on the other 19 hours of the day. So potentially, whatever they're doing when they're going home, are they going around pushing the pushchair around all afternoon? Are they going shopping? Are they going to the gym in the evenings or whatever? Are they eating the right foods? Is their diets good enough? So these are the things that you can't control. So we can only control the controllables. For the amount of time that they're in, but from our point of view, I think that our players do pretty well in terms of what they get given as in regards to preparation for matches and training.